And the temperatures reached 99 degrees in San Antonio today. And tonight, the fans making their way into the TNT Center. A routine occurrence for the San Antonio Spurs, the defending world champions, who take a 1-0 lead in the best-of-7 Western Conference semifinals against the Dallas Mavericks tonight. And let's take a look at tonight's McDonald's starting lineup. Dirk Nowitzki, who never got in a groove in Game 1, scoring only 2 points in quarter number 4. But Devin Harris is starting in place of Adrian Griffin in a lineup change for Avery Johnson, the coach of the Mavericks. For the San Antonio Spurs, Tim Duncan dominating with 31 points in game number 1. And Tony Parker, the problem, a left quad contusion. Questionable as to whether he would play. It's been wrapped up. Cheryl Miller will have more on it and will be in this starting lineup. And so welcome Reggie Miller and Dick Stockton with you for the important Game 2. And make no mistake about it, this is a critical game for the Mavericks. You could say they lose and they just held serve the Spurs. But winning 4-5 against San Antonio is going to be an incredibly tall order. But the change for Devin Harris, what's that all about, Reggie?
Speed. I think Avery Johnson wants to speed up the game, try to get some early opportunities, fast break points. I think the key to the game, the Mavericks got to have 30-point quarters. 1, possibly 2. If they can get 30-point quarters, that will help them out tremendously.
And there is Tim Duncan. And there is Devin Harris, who's getting the start. Started 4 games in the regular season and was out with a thigh injury, missing 19 of the last 30 games. So this was a squad, despite winning 60 games during the regular season, had numerous lineup changes and actually started their regulars only 12 times. But there's Devin Harris, who played 15 minutes in game number 1 and scored 3 points. And there is Tony Parker, who has had all kinds of thigh and hip injuries and had tired legs in game number 1, as did his backcourt partner Manu Ginobili, who admitted that he had tired legs. And those two, not as big a factor on offense as they have been, but Tim Duncan led the way with his 31.
Well, you have speed in the backcourt now with Jason Terry and Devin Harris. And more importantly, I think now Devin Harris can pick up Tony Parker full and put some full court pressure on him to try to wear him down. When you have leg injuries like that through the course of a 48-minute game, it kind of wears you down.
Steve Jabby, Eddie F. Rush, and David Jones are officials underway, and the tip controlled by the Spurs.